While on my way to go mountain biking, I spotted this 1989 Fisher Advance in a dumpster. This bike, although it's about 30 years old, it was in great condition, but it had been exposed to lots of sun in Montana, where it was originally a maroon color and now it turned purple. This bike is fine how it is, but I've always wanted sort of a gravel bike or a cyclocross, and I thought this would be a great bike to do it with. So, like all gravel bikes, or most of them, they have drop bars, so I wanted drop bars. But I also wanted to keep, like, the mountain biking shifting, so I needed bars that had the same diameter as mountain bike bars. Luckily, I did find some for about $20 on Amazon that would work with the 8-speed shifter, so that works. The trigger shifter fits nicely on the cross-top sort of area. I used these Promax Drawbar levers that I found for around $9, and they work fine. If I had the time and money to have drifters, I would have put drifters on this bike, but at the moment I did not have those available to me, so I just used standard brake levers. And this is where things started to get much crazy. So instead of staying with the 26-inch wheels that the Fisher originally had, I thought, hey, maybe I should put some 700C wheels on a 26-inch frame. What could go wrong? These Duro 700C by 35 tires work great. They're kind of knobby, but they're still efficient on the road. This is just what I wanted. Oh yeah, and remember about the 8-speed shifter? Well, I needed the 8-speed shifter for this wide range 11 to 42 tooth 8-speed cassette. This is probably way more than I need for range, but I can also make it a 1x, and that's always a good thing. So, here's what the Fisher looks like now with the 700C wheels fitted on it. Surprisingly, it has clearance. This funny looking part came with the wide range 8-speed cassette and is supposed to act as sort of a long cage for the derailleur, which moves it down, so it can accept the range. A standard KMZ 8-speed chain fits the bike well. And here is when I ran into probably the hardest problem of the build. Since the frame brake mounts are made for 26-inch wheels, they were too low for the 700C wheels. So I got these adapters, but they didn't fit quite right with the brake posts, so we had to create metal tube spacers that we hacked up, and so now the adapters will work for this bike. This solution worked perfectly fine, and now the brakes are where they should be, but I also needed some cantilever brakes that had a little bit more adjustability so they can reach the rim. A 30-year-old bike will probably need new brake cables, so there we go, brake cables. Now we can see the bike is really taking shape. I've never seen anything quite like it, so it's actually turning out pretty well. All we have to do is a few more touches up and few tune-up bits for the shifting and the cables, and we will have a fully functioning bike. Here's a seat that's sort of comfortable. I had it lying around. It's better than what the bike came with. And last but not least, we have some fresh bar tape. I think the blue really pops, surprisingly. I originally wanted some purple bar tape to match the purple frame, but I think the blue works fine. I'm using some cork bar tape that is wrapped pretty thickly, so it feels really nice on the hands. Now the bike is all built up with all the parts that I had. So, here we go. It's done, for now at least.